guys, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're also doing well. Welcome back to the Talk of Change. This is Judith Lesonga. Yeah, and this is my baby, as usual. Yeah, we're always together, motherhood. Yeah, so welcome back to my channel. And today I'm so grateful, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed. I'm now 1 year and some month, like 2 months in marriage, and I'm so blessed, I'm so grateful. I'm so proud of my husband. He's a very, very great guy. You see, he gave me a very beautiful baby. She's now clapping. She's a Sunday school, child. Yeah, so she has to clap. Yeah. Yeah, so we are off and on, because we are two now. We have to, to adhere to the rules now that people are crawling, people are jumping. Yeah, so I'm just excited. I just give thanks to God, and I have no words to express myself, basically, in a good way or the right way, as you may call it. Yeah, so today I just wanted to serve you with some tea now that I'm talking about marriage. Marriage is a very sweet, 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 sweet institution. I don't know on your side, but for my side, I feel like it's the perfect place that God placed me, basically. I'm so grateful, and the only thing I can do is just to worship Him, exalt His name. Praise, give Him praise, 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 because that's the only thing I can pay back, because God is so amazing. God is so, just everything is just God. Yeah, so why am I talking about marriage? Because there are some things you can't know until you get there. So basically we have part 1 and 2. So today the tea I'm serving you is all about things I didn't know before getting married. Interesting, right? I know there's some things also you didn't know before you got married. There's some things you knew before you got married. So basically for me, I'll share in this part 1 and 2, I'll share things that I didn't know. Yeah, so this thing, it was kind of funny to me, but very serious, Yeah, so I didn't know that you have to sleep with a ring, when you get married, basically, until one day my husband, of course, we went to sleep, of course, and my husband was asking me, honey, where's your ring? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like for me, I think it's a very simple thing. I didn't know it means a lot to him. I know he spent a lot of money on this ring, and to some extent I thought, I wish I could just buy a plot with that ring, I took economics, so you understand, we always talk in terms of investment. Anything we spend, you have to, now, because I'm in America, so I have everything. Every time I spend, I have to think, what will I do better with this cash? What will I do better with this amount or dollar or whatever it is? Just financial planning, basically, investment. So I was like, that was a lot of money. That's a lot of money on just a ring, but it means a lot to him. Of course, also it means a lot to me, through just a very tiny thing like this, but I didn't know you have to sleep with it. So he told me it doesn't matter where I am or whatever it is, I must just have my ring 24/7. Where I am, what I'm doing, it doesn't count. I must have a ring. I say, okay, I didn't know, I didn't know. So it's all a learning curve. So I say, okay, I promise by tomorrow I'll be having my ring 24/7. So that thing never ended there. Of course, with my husband, we were okay. I said, the following day I'll be having it. So, but in my mind, I'm like, what will that small thing be that mean something great or something like that? You ask yourself questions. So the same week I have my great aunt around here, so I went there and I was asking. Of course, she's always having her ring 24/7, no matter where we meet, she's always having her ring. So I was like, Auntie, I went there, of course, just to ask. I'm like, Auntie, do you sleep with your ring? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay. No, I'm just asking, do married people supposed to sleep with their rings? She said, yeah, you must have your ring 24/7. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know. So I told her, for me, I used to think maybe because my husband spent a lot of money on this ring, maybe I should not shower with it because I don't want to maybe ruin it with soap or something like that. When you're having something precious, you have to protect it, prevent it from damage or something like that. So she told me, you must have your ring. So I say, yeah, I didn't know. So my husband was asking, why am I not sleeping with my ring? And I didn't know it's that important until now. He told me it's very important to him. I must have a ring each and every time. And it's so funny, so some things we take it lightly, we think it's just something simple, but to some people it means a lot. So I feel like just sharing, serving this tea to you, some chai. So you can also know, never take some things lightly, because to some people they're very important. Yeah, you never know. So yeah, that was my experience. We'll share more. I married in a different culture. We have great stuff. It's very very sweet. I just generalize things it's just amazing. Happy. Yeah, I'm blessed. In general, I just say I'm blessed in God's grace. Yeah, so we keep sharing. So maybe in the comment section, just let me know, what's that one thing, 2 things, 3 things you didn't know before getting married or after getting married, and how did you discover them? And something like that. Let's share. Let's help each other. Maybe people who are not married right now, they can also learn something before they get married. They know, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. People like me, I didn't know you must sleep with that ring. Until I got there. Yeah. So yeah, you be blessed and have a good time. Let's wait for part 2. Okay, let's wait for part 2 and stay tuned. Please just show me some love and subscribe to my channel. I know we start with baby steps. Before the baby starts moving, like mine right now, they have to crawl. She's not crawling, she's not clapping. They have to be held in a different way. They have to be trained a different way. Yeah, so I know we'll get there, and I'm not worried, but please, teamwork. Change starts with you and me, and before I get there, it's you to support me. So please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just love, just pressing the button. That is it. Yeah, I love you back. I'm a happy mom. And may you be blessed and have a great time. And may God fulfill your desires, okay? I love you. My baby.